I have something special for those of you just starting your journey in photography and filmmaking with a Sony camera. We'll be testing this budget-friendly lens that could be the perfect first purchase. This Viltrox 40mm F2.5 autofocus lens for E-mount full frame costs only $168 or £130. You don't really have to spend a fortune anymore to start taking really good photos, but is this really worth the price? You'll find out in just a moment.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route. Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
This lens is really compact and lightweight, weighing only 167 grams, which is almost exactly what it costs in dollars. It's so small that it can fit in any bag, even the smallest one, and in a pinch, even in a pocket. If you don't want to carry heavy gear, this lens is a great choice. It's really comfortable to use and won't weigh you down while working. The build quality might be a bit divisive as it's mostly made of plastic, which I'm not really a fan of, but don't worry, this plastic is very durable and really feels good in a hand. I personally prefer to feel when the lens is on my camera, but on the other hand, such a lightweight piece of gear is really refreshing change, because I normally deal with very heavy lenses, heavy cameras, whole rigs, and it's all very cumbersome. The mount is the only visible metal part of this lens, providing a solid connection to the camera, though at this weight, even a bit of duct tape will do to hold it in place. Viltrox also included a USB-C port, so firmware updates are possible and even recommended whenever they are available. The only thing that this lens lacks is a weather sealing, and this is quite important to me personally because I do shoot in quite extreme environments, but to be honest, at this price, I can't really expect it to have everything. It's just not possible. You know, this is definitely good enough for what it is. I've had a chance to test this lens in various lighting conditions, and it always performed really well. The corners of the image at f2.5 are a bit soft every so often, and while the center is sharp, it does have some slight haze that keeps the blacks from being truly black. However, at f5.6, the sharpness improves across the whole image, and it really becomes a very, very usable photo or a clip. For a lens in this price range, the detail is truly impressive and will help you gain confidence as you learn photography and filmmaking. Chromatic aberrations are often a very big issue of cheap lenses, but this Viltrox handles them really, really well. In extreme conditions, like with any other lens, some aberrations do appear, but they are minimal, and honestly, you just can't see them. They definitely won't interfere with photography, and they won't be noticeable at all in filming. If you shoot backlit items or people, this lens will show what it can do. I have to admit that I'm a bit biased because I love flares, but not everyone does. In my opinion, they do add a unique atmosphere and originality to every shot and every photo, and this lens has plenty of it, honestly. Autofocus is another strong point of this little lens. It's fast, accurate, and reliable. Whether you're shooting a moving object or something static, this lens will get the job done. You don't have to worry about missing a shot due to a slow autofocus, but do remember that this aspect is largely dependent on the camera you are using, not just the lens. I honestly think that this Viltrox 40mm f2.5 is a great lens, especially at this price. It's not perfect, of course, but what lens really is. This one is sharp, controls aberrations well, has accurate autofocus, autofocus, and it's really lightweight and compact. If you're just starting your journey in photography or filmmaking and you are looking for a lens that's easy to use and won't break the bank, this is a great choice for you. It may not replace more expensive lenses, but as your first piece of glass, it's a really good option, honestly. If this review was helpful, leave a thumbs up on the video, and if not, do leave a comment and tell me why. As always, I'm happy to answer all your questions in the comments below, and in the meantime, remember that everything you do matters, and you are valuable. See you.